God, we thank you for the opportunity tonight to gather. We thank you for the freedom that you give, for your grace and peace. I pray today that you would give courage to these guys, that you would bring glory to yourself, and that you would keep everybody safe. We love you and thank you. In Jesus' name, amen.
All right, thank you to Pastor Mike. At this time, we're going to welcome to midfield the Conestoga Elementary 6th grade honor choir. If you have not done so, please rise and move cover.
Okay.
As Conestoga's honor choir presents tonight's
semicircle. Oh, are we switching sides? Okay,
anthem.
we're switching sides. We're switching sides.
Of course we are.
Who's holding that? It's all good. Okay.
Here, everybody circle. Circle. Not too much. Not too much. There we go.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Here at Spirit Hall, and for everybody joining us on the CIF YouTube stream, we thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Colin Matthias for this non-league game for the Gillette Mustangs as they will be going up against the Fargo Invaders.
Hey, we need the tater tot.
A semi-pro team that is coming to us from the Southern Plains Football League. Mustangs with a break from CIF play as they try to spot in the CIF playoffs for the second straight year heading into this game with their win 1 week ago against the Salina Liberty, a 48-45 final from Spirit Hall here last week as Topeka had an opportunity to take the lead with 1:30 remaining. They tried to go for 4 on the point after they scored a touchdown, and it was the Mustangs who were able to hold defensively as they were able to get the 48-45 win. With a break in CIF play tonight, they will be going up against the Fargo Invaders. The Invaders are coming to us here.
Let's hear it for Tater Tot out here.
Football League.
Tater Tot will represent Sonic tonight's main sponsor
as they defeated, as they lost, to the Rapid City Marshals back in February 1967, 21. Technically, this is the first game of the season for the Invaders, as we are going to send it down to the coin toss. Tony Peters out as the captain for the Mustangs. We will send it down the field for the coin toss.
Test. There we go. Fargo Invaders are visitors tonight. You're going to call it. Mustangs heads. That's tails. Sonic's going to flip it for us tonight. What was your call? Call us tails. Go ahead and flip it, Tater Tot. Flip her up in the air. It is heads. Gillette won the toss. Gillette won the toss and we'll defer. You want the ball, which direction you want to kick? Kick that direction? All right. Good luck tonight, gentlemen. Let's have a good game. Let's get ready to get your kickoff team out here and receive.
That was the opening kickoff as the Mustangs decided to further receive it in the second half.
Toss, begin
As the Mustangs are
Tater Tot
looking to get another win here tonight at Spirit Hall, 1-0 this building. They played their first ever game here at Spirit Hall last week. That was a 48-45 win over the Topeka Tropics to clinch a spot in the CIF playoffs for the second straight year in just their third year as a franchise. Talking to Coach Walker earlier this week on the Mustangs Coaches Show. You can listen to the Mustangs Coaches Show from 6:30 to 7:30 every Monday on 101.5 The Drive. It is a requirement for all these CIF teams to have at least 6 home games throughout the regular season. Every CIF team has played one of these non-league games against a variety of teams from across the country. This will be the second CIF game of the season for the Fargo Invaders. As mentioned, they played the Rapid City Marshals back on February 19th. It was the Marshals who got the win there, 67-21. The Invaders will play the Outlaws later on in the season. That game will be on May 25th. The Mustangs decide to put the defense out on the field first. It will be the Invaders that will receive. The Invaders will begin left to right, and it will be Austin Neufeld kicking it away for the Mustangs. He will be kicking off right to left. Constant Jackson, number 12, is back for the Invaders to start off this game. Neufeld is awaiting the opening kick as it is 6:29 local time here in Gillette, and that is when it gets kicked off, and it is kicked off with an onside kick out of the gate. It is picked up by Ibukan Awashaka, number 74 for the Invaders. The Invaders with terrific field position to start off the game. The Marshals got the ball first in their matchup against the Invaders, and the Marshals took it back to the house, so there will not be an opening kickoff to the house to start the game. And the Invaders, they will have good field position to start off the game. They will be working left to right. Ball is at the left hash at the Mustangs 18-yard line, I should say. Devontae Gamage, number 1, the starting quarterback for the Invaders, is in the shotgun. He has number 10, Leanti Baldwin, to his left. A down motion receiver goes in motion, and Baldwin will get the snap, and he will run up the left side, moving up inside the 15 with a new member for the Mustangs coming up to make the tackle. Jay Bullock, number 16, making his Mustangs debut. He was signed to the team 5 days ago, with it moving to the Mustangs 13 for a gain of around 4. Fill-in defensive coordinator Brent Taylor is on the field for the Mustangs. It brings up a 2nd and 5 from the Mustangs 13 as Gamage takes a snap. He will hand it off to Bowen again, and Bowen, a big dude, looking up the right side. He gets tackled around the Mustangs 15. Sean Harper Jr. makes the tackle for Gillette. The Mustangs defensively looking to keep their INT streak alive. They have at least 1 interception in all of their games to start the season. In their opening 6 games for the 2023 season, they have a total of 16. They lead the CIF with a 3rd and 5 coming up, a gain of nothing. Ball moves to the right hash. Gamage will line up in the shotgun. Baldwin is to his left, 2 down motion receivers to the far wall. Gamage takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff to Baldwin. He gets stuffed right in the face of Tony Peters. It's going to bring up 4th down for the Invaders. Tony Peters came unblocked from the linebacker position. He chugged his way and taking down Leanti Baldwin, and the Invaders will go for it. It will be a 4th and 4, a gain of 1 for Baldwin. Mustangs looking to get the defense off the field so the offense can get their first turn of the day. Gamage lines up in the shotgun. Baldwin is to his left, 1 down motion receiver each way. He takes a snap. He looks, he fires it. It is incomplete, overthrown all the way. It would have been caught near the first down marker, near the Mustangs 5. Intended receiver was Jalon Sipley, number 18, and the Mustangs will take over. They will go on offense for the first time today, and there is a personnel change for the Mustangs in this game. Mustangs head coach Cedric Walker is taking the weekend off. Reggie Gray is filling in as the head coach and the offensive coordinator tonight, and defensive line coach Brent Taylor is the fill-in defensive coordinator for the Mustangs, with Coach Taylor's defense getting off the field, and now the Mustangs will be working right to left for the first time today. They will be on offense to start with a 4 and out for the Invaders to start this game. They got the ball to start Mustangs electing to go on defense to start the game. They won the coin toss, and it worked out to their advantage. Mike Pena will leave Coach Gray, and he will go into the huddle for the first offensive play coming up tonight for the Mustangs. Pena lines up in the shotgun. Monolo Caldwell is to his left, a down motion receiver each way, and Pena takes a snap. Caldwell will get the call to start the game as he goes up the right side near the Invaders 11. Caldwell checking his way up the right side for a gain of around 1. The ball moves to the Invaders 12-yard line. Not much of a gain for Monolo Caldwell in the first offensive snap for the Mustangs. 2nd and 10, Pena will line up in the shotgun. Caldwell is to his left, one down motion receiver each way. Cornelius Jr. is at the line of scrimmage at the near wall. Pena takes the snap, he sends it to Cornelius Jr., and Cornelius Jr. gets tackled near the 20 at the near wall. Carnell Day making the tackle for the Invaders, and will bring up a 3rd and short for the Mustangs. The Mustangs need to get to the Invaders 21 to convert the first down. They have it at their 19 right now. A 3rd and 3 on the way for the Mustangs. Pena lines up in an empty shotgun. A down motion receiver each way, 2 down motion receivers to the far side. Receivers at the line of scrimmage, I should say, as Monolo Caldwell gets the snap, and he gets near the first down as he chugs his way up the far side. And that will be good enough to move the sticks, I believe, for the Mustangs' first down. We'll see. They do bring up 4th down. He's short. Monolo Caldwell took it, and now, yeah, they say they are going to move the sticks now for the Mustangs' first down. It was 4th down originally, but they moved the chains as the Mustangs move it to the Invaders 22. Ball was at the right hash. Pena lines up in the shotgun. Caldwell is to his left. 2 down motion receivers in motion to the near wall. Pena takes a snap. He looks to throw. He's in trouble. The ball is out, and the Invaders rush to pick it up, and it seems like they have it. And they do. Invaders ball. It is grabbed on the ground by Carnell Day. Pena had all kinds of time, and the Mustangs defense goes back onto the field, and they will have it around the same area that they had it for their first offensive possession of the game. And a turnover for the Invaders, the first and only turnover of this game, as the Mustangs defense goes back to work. Pena, he had all kinds of time, and he was sacked and he lost the ball, just like in the Topeka game last week. Pena was sacked and he lost the ball in the end zone. That gave Topeka a touchdown, and they could not convert on the 4th down conversion. That would have gave the Tropics the lead. It would have been 49-48 if that was the case. Mustangs were able to hold, however, for the win. Gamage will line up in the shotgun. Baldwin is to his left, and we have a false start on the way. It's going to go up against Tavalu Melli, the right guard. He was moving all the way. Here's the first penalty of the night. Here's the call. It's going to be a false start again.
False start on the offense. 5 yards, still first down.
Referee tonight is Lewis Young, the head
Number
linesman.
93.
The head linesman is Bryce Dogle. The line judge is Lou Jenkins, and the down judge is Garrett Fry. 4 officials for this ball game tonight. It moves it back to a 1st and 15. Invaders have it at the Mustangs 21. They are working left to right with 10:40 remaining in the first. Gamage lines up in the shotgun. Baldwin is to his left. 2 down motion receivers in motion to the far side. Gamage takes a snap. He rolls to the left. He has all kinds of time. He gets rid of it, and it is nearly caught at the 10. Kevin Irby almost had it for the Invaders. It would have been close to the first down. It would have been around a 2nd and 5 if he would have caught it, for a 10-yard gain that is wiped away, with the Mustangs doing a good job breaking it up. An incompletion sets up a 2nd and 15 for the Invaders. Ball is at the right hash at the Mustangs 19, but the Mustangs offense stalling, getting a turnover off of a Mike Pena fumble. And Gamage will line up in the shotgun. Baldwin is to his left. 2 down motion receivers to the far side, and Gamage takes a snap. He looks to throw. The Invaders are looking to evade a rush, and the pass is incomplete once again. Isaiah McFarland was near the football for the Mustangs. It seems the intended receiver was Jalon Sipley. He was. The clock continues to roll down with 3 with a 3rd and 15 on the way, 9:30 and counting left to go. The clock does not stop on incompletions in the CIF. A 3rd and 15 on the way with the Mustangs looking to get pressure on Gamage. They did on that last play. Gamage had to roll to his left. He threw it across his body, and Gamage will line up in the shotgun. Baldwin is to his left. 2 down motion receivers, 1 each way to the line of scrimmage. A down motion receiver in motion to the far side. Gamage takes a snap. He looks to throw. He pumps. He has some daylight across the 20, and Sean Herbert Jr. tackles him near the 15. Open field tackle by Sean Herbert Jr. as he pushed Gamage into the Invaders bench. And the Invaders are going to go for it. I believe they are. The Invaders do not have a kicker listed. They did have some players warming up in pregame, but it seems like the Invaders are taking no chances. They are going to go for it on a 4th and 11, a gain of 4 for Gamage with his feet. And Baldwin will be to his left. 2 down motion receivers to the far side, a line of scrimmage receiver to the near side. Gamage takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to Baldwin with some room up the right side, and Devontae Wright brings him down from behind with the assistance made on the tackle as well by Sean Herbert Jr., who was a little slow to get up with some assistance by Isaiah McFarland. And we were going to get a call from the officials with the officials turning his mic on, but Mustangs ball with 8:13 remaining in the first. It seems like
Media timeout. Media.
First media timeout of the ball game, with the Mustangs offense going over to talk to offensive coordinator and fill-in head coach for this game, Reggie Gray. Talking to Reggie before the game, this is his first time ever that he is getting experience as a head coach from any level. Reggie Gray, a longtime AFL veteran. He has 2 Arena Bowls to his name, an Arena Bowl MVP as well when he was with the San Jose SaberCats. Coach Walker was the defensive coordinator on that team, with a AFL veteran in charge of the Mustangs tonight. With 8:13 remaining in the first, we have our first media timeout, as you can see on the CIF network. Thank you for listening to our friends on 101.5 The Drive as well. With the Mustangs taking a break from CIF play today, but still looking to stay alive in the race for the number 1 seed, with the Omaha Beef currently holding the number 1 seed. They are the only undefeated team in the CIF, 5-0. And after the conclusion of this game, everybody will be caught up in the CIF. The Mustangs, the Liberty, the Tropics, and the Marshalls all have 6 CIF games. Southwest Kansas, Billings, Sioux City, and Omaha will have 6 after the night concludes. Media timeout comes to an end, and Mike Pena and company go back to work. Ball is at the Mustangs 14. Pena lines up in the shotgun. He takes a snap. He looks to throw. He's going to fire this one deep. He has a man wide open. It is Karan Higgins. Touchdown, Mustangs. Easy money for number 9. He has his 10th touchdown on the year as well. Karan Higgins, he was left wide open. And Mike Pena goes deep, and it is Gillette striking first. A 36-yard pass for Mike Pena all the way to the left end zone here at Spirit Hall. Austin Neufeld will line up to kick the extra point. Neufeld made his Mustangs debut last week against Topeka. He was 0 for 1 on field goals, 4 for 6 on extra points. Mike Pena is the holder. Good snap, good hold. The kick is on the way. He hooked it, no good, wide to the left. And an advertisement falls down as well. Mustangs strike first. They lead at 6-0. The Invaders look to respond. They have had 2 offensive possessions already, coming up short on 4th down conversions. Each time, Karan Higgins with his 2nd touchdown with his 10th touchdown on the season. What am I saying? Coming into this game, Karan Higgins was 2nd in touchdown passes with 9 at the time. Obviously, that changes now with Mike Novak from the Topeka Tropics leading the CIF. He had 10 touchdowns coming into tonight. And now if Mike Novak didn't get any touchdown, from the Mustangs 23 for the Invaders. Gamage will get the play call, strolling on back to the huddle. And Gamage will line up in the shotgun. Bodwin is to his left, two down motion receivers to the far wall. Gamage takes a snap. He looks to throw. He's going to fire it deep towards the end zone to nobody, and Nolan Burnett intercepts it in the end zone. And Nolan Burnett, with his third interception on the year. He had an interception against the Storm, and then he had one 1 week later against Rapid City. That was his last INT up until this point. Nolan Burnett with his third interception on the season, number 17 for the Mustangs, and they do extend the INT streak to 7 games. Every single game the Mustangs have played this year, they have had an interception in those games. Mike Peony and company will go back to work with 5:42 remaining in the first, looking to extend their 6-0 lead. Peony lines up in the shotgun. Caldwell is to his right, two down motion receivers in motion to the near side. Caldwell is going to get the call, looking to get up past the line of scrimmage at the near side at the 5. He gets tackled around the 7. Antonio Robinson, number 92, one of the defensive linemen, comes up to make the tackle for the Invaders. They move it up 2 yards, a 2nd and 8. The Mustangs have it at their 12. Mike Pena with a touchdown pass already, a 36-yard touchdown pass to Karance Higgins. They're near the same area, and Pena will line up in the shotgun on a 2nd and 8. He looks to throw from the end zone. He's going to fire this one deep again, and he has a wide open man, Ladarian McAllister. Touchdown, Gillette. And Ladarian McAllister, who has been inactive the past 2 games, has his first touchdown of the season. Mustangs lead 12-0. Austin Newfield will come back on to try the extra point. Missed his last time up, looking to make it a 13-0 game with 4:35 and counting remaining in the first. 2 touchdowns already for the Mustangs. Mike Pena is the holder. Good snap, good hold. The kick is on the way from Newfield, and it's good. Mustangs lead 13-0. Karan Higgins and Ladarian McAllister have the 2 touchdowns for the Mustangs on another long throw by Mike Pena, 43 yards. 43 yards on that touchdown pass by Mike Pena. The one that Karan Higgins was 36 yards. And the Invaders find themselves in early trouble with 4:23 remaining in the first. They are down 13-0. They only had 21 points in their 67-21 loss against the Marshalls back on February 19th. The Mustangs were supposed to play a team from Rapid City, I believe, to start the season. This game was originally supposed to be scheduled for February, but with some scheduling conflicts, the game had to be moved to the middle of the season as we are playing it here tonight on April 22nd of 2023. Invaders will look to kick off as they will receive left to right, I should say. Mustangs kick it off right to left with a bouncer that goes into the hands of Rivers. Rivers near the near side gets up to the 25 and doesn't get far with Nolan Burnett and Isaiah McFarland coming up to make the tackle together. As the Invaders need a response. They are down 2 possessions with 4:17 remaining in this first quarter.
Media timeout. Media timeout.
We get another media timeout here at Spirit Hall, hearing from our referee, Lewis Young. Head linesman today is Bryce Dogle. The line judge is Lou Jenkins. Down judge is Garrett Fry. And since we have a media timeout, let's take a look at some other CIF scores from around the league right now in a game that the Mustangs are watching. Is the game from Billings as the Outlaws are taking on the Omaha Beef. And right now, from Billings, Omaha leads 7-0 in the first. The Topeka Tropics are putting up a fight against the Mustangs. Opponent next week, the Sioux City Bandits. The score is 15-15 with 3:34 left in the second. That game is being played in Topeka. And there is halftime currently in Salina with the Liberty leading the Southwest Kansas Storm 22-15. So that game is going to be huge for the Mustangs next weekend. Because if you look at the standings, and the Bandits can hold on today, they will go to 5-1 in CIF play. And this will be a battle for second place in the CIF. The Mustangs have the upper hand. They defeated Sioux City last month here in Gillette. It's also going to be the Mustangs' first rematch of the season. Invaders go back on offense, and Gamage will take the snap. He fires it quickly to Constant Jackson, who cannot escape off of Nolan Burnett, who has the game's lone interception already. Constant Jackson, number 12, looking to get it across midfield. And they do move the ball into Mustangs territory. Invaders have it at the Mustangs 23. Again, a 3 yards, 2nd and 7 on the way with 3:50 remaining in the first quarter. Gamage will line up in the shotgun. Baldwin is to his left, 2 down motion receivers to the far wall. There's a receiver at the line at the near wall. Gamage takes a snap, he looks to throw, he fires it low, incomplete. Isaiah McFarland almost came up with another interception. The intended receiver was number 18, Jaylon Sipley. Brings up a quick 3rd down for the Invaders, who are still looking for their first down of the ball game. This is their 4th offensive possession. Last offensive possession, they intercepted it away to Nolan Burnett. Nolan Burnett was able to come up with his 3rd interception of the season. 3 minutes and counting remaining in the first. Gamage looking to line up in the shotgun. Fargo down 13-0 to the Mustangs. Gamage calls a timeout. Clock was running down. There were zeros on the play clock.
Timeout. Fargo. First timeout of the half.
And Fargo taking their first timeout of the half. Going over to talk. Brandon Jones is the listed offensive coordinator for the Invaders. as Jerome Pledger is listed as the defensive coordinator. The president is Clyde Bryant. Clyde Bryant is over on the Invaders sideline. He is listed on the roster as number 99, but he is not playing today. A 3rd and 7 off of the first timeout of the ball game. Gamage will line up in the shotgun. Leonte Baldwin is to his left, 2 down motion receivers to the far side, a receiver at the line at the near side. Gamage takes a snap, he looks as though he fires it, oh, and it's caught! Caught at the 15 by Kevin Irby. And Kevin Irby, he has the first down of the ball game for Fargo. 3rd and 7, Isaiah McFarland makes the tackle. They move the chains, and the Invaders looking to evade Spirit Hall, down 13-0 right now. They're trying to change that. They have the ball at the Mustangs, 14. First down of the night for the Invaders there. Gamage lines up in the shotgun. Baldwin is to his left. He sends the down motion receivers. Baldwin will get the call up the right side. He gets off Ralph Turner, and Devontae Wright slams him to the near wall for the tackle. With Leonte Baldwin using his legs to get to the near side of the field. 2-yard gain. Ball moves to the Mustangs 12. Gamage will jog back into the huddle with a 2nd and 8, and the Invaders are down 13-0 with under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Gamage lines up at the shotgun. Baldwin is to his left. 2 receivers at the line, a down motion receiver to the far side, and flags everywhere as the down motion receiver went way too early. That was Jalon Sipley. Here's the call.
False start on the offense, number 18. 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
And one of the special rules that the Invaders are not used to is having receivers in down motion, but they must be behind the line of scrimmage until the ball is snapped. The Fargo Invaders, they are an outdoor team. However, they play in the Southern Plains Football League, scheduling 3 CIF games for the season. This will be their 2nd. Moves it to a 2nd and 13. Gamage lines up in the shotgun. He takes a snap. He pumps. He's in trouble. Ralph Turner brings him down. Ralph Turner with a redeemer. And that's going to move the ball back into Invaders territory. Devontae Wright with some assistance on the sack as well. Mustangs have their 7th sack of the season, and that is Ralph Turner's first. Ball moves to the 25, a 3rd and 21 on the way for the Invaders. They need to get up to the Mustangs 5 to convert. Gamage will line up in the shotgun. Baldwin is to his left. 2 down motion receivers to the far wall. Receiver at the line at the near wall. Gamage lines up in the shotgun, but flags again.
Delay game. Offense, number 1. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
A delay of game against the Invaders. Fargo has a timeout already on this drive because they would have been called for a delay of game, but they did not use the timeout there. They're called for a delay of game that moves the ball back 5 for a 3rd and 26 at their own 20. They need to get to the Mustangs 5 to convert. Gamage will line up in the shotgun. Baldwin is to his left. 2 down motion receivers to the far wall. Gamage takes a snap. He looks as though he's just going to chug this one deep, and it's intercepted again. The 2nd INT of the day, Sean Harper Jr. He is looking for some blockers with an open field across midfield to the 15, to the 10, and he squeezes his way down to the 5. A 45 INT run. Sean Harper Jr. to end the first. INT number 5 on the year for Sean Harper Jr. as we head to the 2nd.
That is the end of the first quarter. End of the first quarter.
Mustangs offense will have the ball at the Invaders 4 when we come back on the CIF Network and 101.5 The Drive to start the 2nd quarter. Welcome back to 101.5 The Drive and the CIF Network, my friends, as we start the second quarter. As the Mustangs flip the field, they will be working left to right. They get an interception to end the first quarter. Sean Harper Jr. with his 5th interception on the year, 4 yards away from taking it in for a 50-yard pick six. And the Mustangs will move to the side of the field where Sean Harper Jr. had the interception. They will be working left to right. Pena is in the shotgun. Caldwell was to his right. Caldwell will get the call up the left side. Looking to inch his way towards the end zone. He is going to be tackled behind. Jameis Neal making the tackle for the Invaders. 4 big plays for the Mustangs in the first. 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Mustangs lead at 13-0 as we begin the second quarter. Pena will line up in the shotgun. One down motion receiver each way. Pena, he takes a snap. Caldwell will get the call from down motion. He squeezes his way in. An easy touchdown for Martelo Caldwell. His second touchdown on the year. Martelo Caldwell got his first touchdown as a member of the Mustangs last week against Topeka, and he has his second as he came in down motion from the far wall. Took the snap, Pena gave it to him as he ran up to the near wall, and the Mustangs lead 19-0. And the Mustangs will line up to kick the extra point again. The Mustangs were the last CIF team to kick an extra point on the season. That was last week against Topeka. Neufeld will be on the field again, 1 for 2. Today it's on the way, and he drills in another. The Mustangs now lead at 19-0 with 13:43 remaining in the second. Last 2 offensive possessions for the Invaders have resulted in interceptions. Nolan Burnett has one, and Isaiah McFarland. Now, Sean Harper Jr. has one as well. The reason I said Isaiah McFarland is because he could have easily been in that category twice. McFarland has had a few balls that have come his way, and he almost picked them off. Unsuccessful so far, but the game's still not over yet. See if Isaiah McFarland can join Nolan Burnett and Sean Harper Jr. in the INT category. Neufeld will kick it away left to right. The Invaders right to left will receive with 13:43 remaining in the first half, and the Mustangs hold a 19-0 lead over the Fargo Invaders in this non-league game for the Mustangs. Mustangs will return the CIF play next week from Iowa. They will play the Sioux City Bandits in what could be a fight for second place in the CIF standings. We'll have to see how all the results play out tonight. Omaha is playing Billings. That will be a game to watch for the Mustangs as well. Neufeld will kick it away from the near side of the field, making sure that his teammates are good to go. And Neufeld will kick it near the 20. It is picked up low by Rivers. Rivers with another kickoff return attempt, and Son Neil Everidge brings him down. Son Neil Everidge made his Mustangs debut last week against Topeka. He was signed to the team on April 13th. And a good open field tackle by Son Neil Everidge. And the Mustangs defense will go back to work, working left to right for the first time in this game. The Invaders right to left. As the Invaders will start right to left. Gamage will line up in the shotgun. Baldwin is to his left. 2 down motion receivers to the far side as Baldwin will get the carry up the right side, and Garrett Pebbleton is going to bring him down. Ralph Turner with the assistance on the tackle as well with a gain of around 3. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 3 on the way. As Gamage lines up in the shotgun, Baldwin is to his left. 2 down motion receivers to the far wall. Gamage takes a snap. He wants to throw. He fires it, and it's nearly intercepted. Nolan Burnett almost had his second interception of the day. Nolan Burnett almost comes up. An incompletion brings up a 3rd and 9 for the Invaders with 12:30 remaining in the second. Gamage will line up in the shotgun. Baldwin is to his left. Down motion receiver in motion each way. Gamage takes a snap. He looks to throw. He fires it at the 15. It's caught by Constant Jackson. And Isaiah McFarland brings him down at the middle of the field near the first down marker. It's going to be very close. Seems the officials may be moving the sticks for a first down, and they will. The Invaders with a long 3rd down conversion. Ball moves to the Mustangs 14. The Invaders down 19-0, looking to get back into this game. They're down by 2 possessions at the moment. Gamage lines up at the shotgun. Baldwin is to his left. The down motion receiver in motion. And Baldwin is going to get the carry, and Tony Peters brings him down to the near wall, near the 15. A gain of nothing for Baldwin. It brings up a 2nd and 10 with 11:20 remaining in the first. Ball stays at the Mustangs 14. The Invaders down 19-0 with 11 minutes remaining in the first half. Mustangs receive the ball to start the second half. Invaders looking to get back into this game. 2nd and 10, they already have a first down conversion on this drive. Gamage, he wants to throw. He takes off to the left. He fires it across his body. It's caught by Constant Jackson near the 3. Gamage throwing it across his body. There's a man down for the Invaders. It's number 66, Kevin Stray. Kevin Stray, 66, one of the offensive linemen for the Invaders, is down.
Injury timeout.
10:30 remaining in the second. Medical personnel will help him off to the sidelines. The Invaders, they are 3 yards away from getting their first touchdown of the ball game. Invaders working right to left. The Invaders will go back onto the field, knocking on the door. They only need 3 yards to get into the end zone. The Invaders working right to left with a 1st and goal from the Mustangs 3. Gamage lines up in the shotgun. The running back listed is, ball is out. Gamage has to pick it back up, and he is tackled at the 10. As Cornelius Waller, number 66, the listed D tackle, was in the shotgun for the Invaders. And it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal from the Invaders, but they move the ball back 6 yards to the Invaders 9. Going to bring up a 2nd and goal for the Mustangs defensively, holding a 19-0 lead at the moment. As Gamage lines up in the shotgun, Wallow is to his left. One down motion receiver each way. Gamage takes a snap. He looks to throw. He's going to fire it, and it's going to be caught by somebody in the stands. Went right to him with some chirping after the play. Constant Jackson was the intended receiver, but a nice catch by a fellow in the crowd. Incompletion brings up a 3rd and 9 for the Invaders as they are trying to get their first touchdown of the game. They have a 3rd and goal from the Mustangs 9 with 8:50 remaining in the second. Gamage lines up in the shotgun. Baldwin is to his left. One down motion receiver each way. High snap, Gamage picks it up. He looks to throw from the 15. He's just going to chug it, and it gets stuck curtain! The ball is stuck at one of the curtains here at Spirit Hall to block off the Wyoming Center, which is next to us at the Camplex. Stuff you see in arena football, the ball is stuck. It is there, and it's not going away. It's near where the American flag is at Spirit Hall. Spirit Hall, this is the second game that the Mustangs are playing, moving over from the Wyoming Center, which is right next to us. A 4th and goal from the Mustangs 9 for the Invaders. Gamage lines up in the shotgun. He takes a snap. He looks great. Fires towards the end zone. Incomplete in the middle of the field. It was near the goal line. Jalen Sipley was the intended receiver. The Mustangs break it up and they go back to work. They will have it at their own 9. Need to go 41 yards to get it into the end zone, looking to extend their 19-0 lead. Mustangs will work left to right for their second offensive possession of the second half. They had the ball to start the second quarter, I should say. We're in the second quarter right now with 7:45 remaining. Pena will line up in the shotgun. Caldwell is to his right. Pena takes a snap. He looks to throw. He's going to fire this one deep again. Rashad Rocket Ridley was the intended receiver. Pass is incomplete. That was thrown into triple coverage. Cornell King, Travis Williams, and Derek Alexander, number 35. We're back for Fargo as Rashad Rocket Ridley returning to the Mustangs. He has been on IR for the past few weeks. Good to see number 4, one of the 3 returners for the Mustangs, back on the field. Still looking for his first catch of the day, and he's still looking for his first catch of the season as well. Pena will line up in the shotgun by himself on a 2nd and 10, 1 down motion receiver each way. Caldwell will get the call from down motion, gets across the 10, now to the 15 with some blockers as he is near the first down, right in the middle of the hashes, with the big pop being made by Travis Williams. It's Monolo Caldwell. Does he have a first down run? He does, moving the sticks. First down, Gillette. First down run for the Mustangs with 6:40 remaining in the first half. Ball is at the right hash. Pena lines up in the shotgun. Caldwell is to his left. 1 down motion receiver each way. Darian McAllister, he has a touchdown already. He is at the line at the far wall. Pena, design run. He looks to take off with it with a big block by Caldwell. And he tried to get off the Rashad Ridley block as well, as Pena, with around a 5-yard run, moves it up to around the Mustangs 24, around midfield. Let's see where the officials mark it. They will mark it at the Mustangs 24 for a 5-yard run for Mike Pena. Brings up a 2nd and 5 with 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Mustangs up 19-0. Ball's at the left hash at the 24. Pena lines up in the shotgun. 2 down motion receivers to the near wall. A receiver at the line each way for Gillette. 2nd and 5. Pena takes a snap. He looks to throw from the 15. Is going to fire it to Ridley, who has the catch, and a big pop by Derek Alexander. Rashad Ridley gets right back up for the first down for Gillette as they move it inside the 10. Ball will be placed at the left hash at the Invaders' 8 as Rashad Rocket Ridley, his first catch on the season, moves it to the Invaders' 8. Mustangs looking to extend their 19-0 lead. Pena, he's going to line up under center for the first time today. Caldwell was in the backfield. Ridley is in down motion. It's going to be a toss to Ridley from down motion. Inside the 5, he gets tackled near the 3. Rashad Ridley going up to the near wall. Mike Pena tossing it to him from down motion to the near side. And they will mark it at the 2. Mustangs have it inside the 5. Ridley is in the game. He is in down motion with McAllister. Pena lines up in the shotgun. Caldwell is to his left. Pena Takes a snap, he's going to toss it to Caldwell. Caldwell edging his way towards the goal line. He's in, touchdown Gillette. Monolo Caldwell with his second touchdown of the night. Touchdown number 4 on the night as well for Gillette as they lead a quarter to nothing. 25-0 is the score with the Mustangs in front. Mustangs will come on to try to kick the extra point. Neufeld was good his last time up, kicking at the same direction that he kicked to open the second. A high snap from Pena. The kick is on the way. No problem for Austin Neufeld. Mustangs now lead at 26-0 with 4:13 remaining in the first half.
We're going to take a media timeout. Media timeout. Media.
So we have a media timeout on the field with the Invaders down 26-0 over the Gillette Mustangs with 4:13 remaining in the first half. As the Mustangs will kick it off left to right, the Invaders will receive right to left. As the Invaders, as mentioned, they are out of the Southern Plains Football League. 11 total teams. There's an East Division and a West Division with teams from North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota. The teams in the West Division are the Invaders, the Sioux Empire Crusaders from South Dakota, the Rapid City War Eagles, the Tri-State Buffaloes coming from Garrettson, South Dakota, and the Watertown Rebels. Rebels play in Minnesota. And in the East Division, the Albert Lee Grizzlies are in there, the Central Iowa Chiefs, the Med City Freeze, they are in Minnesota, the Mountain Lake Lakers are in Minnesota, the Midwest Rampage, and the Minnesota Dogs, as well round out the Southern Plains Football League, which plays in the northern part of the Midwest. So we have a media timeout at Spirit Hall with the Mustangs leading 26-0, 4:13 remaining in the first half, with the Mustangs playing their non-league game against the Fargo Invaders. As both teams come back onto the field. Austin Neufeld will kick it away left to right. The Invaders will receive right to left. As the Invaders down 26-0 with 4:13 remaining in the first. Neufeld at the near wall. We'll kick this one away. It's a bouncer that goes near the 10. It's picked up by Constant Jackson. Jackson looking for some space at the 20, and Hassan Neil Everidge is going to bring him down with everybody coming up to make the tackle, and a huge pow. Austin Neufeld with some assistance on the tackle as well. The kicker for Gillette. The Invaders will have it near midfield, looking for their first touchdown of the game of 4:01 remaining in the first half. Need to take it 30 yards as they will be working right to left. Ball will start at the left hash. Invaders have come up empty. Their last offensive drive, it was near the red zone. They had an incompletion on a 4th and goal from the Mustangs 9. Invaders looking for their first touchdown of the game. Right here, Gamage lines up in the shotgun. Baldwin is to his left. Gamage takes the snap. Baldwin will get the carry with a wrap-up made by Tony Peters. Ball will go to the right hash. A gain of around. They will give Nancy Baldwin a gain of 1. That will bring up a 2nd and 9 for the Invaders. Mustangs with 2 interceptions already in this ball game. They have a handful of 4th down conversions that have failed for the Invaders. Damage, he will line up in the shotgun. He has a new running back to his left. It's number 20, Lionel Powers. And Sipley will get the carry from down motion, but he's going to get nothing. Stuffed right in the face of Tony Peters. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long for Fargo. See where they move the ball. Maybe a loss of 1 on the play, and it will go back to where the Invaders started at their own 20. Under 3 minutes remaining now in the first half. A 3rd and 10 coming up with the Invaders having control of the ball, but they are down 26-0. Devontae Wright is at the nose. Ralph Turner is the right tackle. And Jay Bullock is the left tackle for the Mustangs on the defensive front. Gamage lines up in the shotgun, and he wants a timeout.
Timeout. Fargo, their second timeout of the half.
The Invaders called the second timeout of the half. The clock would have expired. That would have resulted in another delay of game. Fargo has 1 delay of game already today. As Tim Devaney, my apologies, it is not Lionel Powers who was the running back to Gamage's left. It is Tim Devaney, number 28. With the Invaders exchanging running backs with Leanti Bodwin, who is listed as the fullback for the Invaders, getting a lot of the snaps on the ground for Fargo. They have a 3rd and 10 right now. Devaney is in the game as the running back. Devontae Gamage will line up in the shotgun. Devaney is to his left, 2 down motion receivers to the far wall. And Gamage takes a snap, he looks, he fires it across the middle, incomplete. The intended receiver was number 2, Cornell King, who's listed as a DB. He was frustrated. He wanted a pass interference. He does not get it. It brings up a 4th and 10 for the Invaders. The Mustangs looking to get off the field defensively, having a successful 4th down go on their side. The Invaders looking to convert as we now have under 2 minutes remaining. The Invaders taking their time. They only have 5 seconds to get the snap up, however. They rush to the line. Gamage is in the shotgun. Gamage sends the receivers in down motion. He takes a snap. He gets it off just in time, and he fires it. It's incomplete. Cornell King was the intended receiver at the far wall. The Invaders doing a good job getting the snap up just in time. They would have had to burn their final timeout of the half if they didn't. But the pass goes incomplete, and the Mustangs will start off this offensive possession from the Invaders' 20. Ball's at the left hash. The Mustangs shaking up things on the offensive line last week. Right now, it's Reese Fan, who's the left guard. Nnamdi Banks-Aki is the center. Jacob Ungru is the right guard for Gillette. No change to the cornerback position. Mike Pena coming back into the huddle, but in the event, if there would happen to be a quarterback change, Arthur Anderson was taking the snaps. Pena lines up in the shotgun. Caldwell is to his right, 1 down motion receiver each way. Ridley gets the call from down motion. He has some speed to the 15, and he gets up near the 10. Tackled at around the 12 of Cornell King. Making the final tackle with some pushing and shoving. He pushed Nnamdi Banks-Aki, putting his hands up. No one gets a flag. A 2nd and short on the way for the Mustangs. 25 seconds until the 1-minute warning. Ball moves to the Invaders' 13. Pena lines up in the shotgun. Caldwell is to his right. A down motion receiver. They go in motion. Caldwell will get the carry up the left side, spinning his way to the 1st down, tackled at the 6. And that will take us to the 1-minute warning. Tackle being made by Antonio Robinson, number 92, one of the defensive linemen listed for Fargo, with the 60-second warning.
1-minute warning. 1-minute warning in first half.
A 60-second warning, a 1-minute warning. Now, I wonder what all you all think. 60-second warning or 1-minute warning? What do you think sounds better? As we do have the 60-second warning on the clock right now, with the Mustangs knocking on the door once again as they lead 26-0. Ball moves to the left hash as they have it at the Invaders 7. Mustangs do have all 3 timeouts. If they would happen to get a touchdown, who knows? Maybe they could try to burn them, try to get the clock back if Fargo does decide to get the ball back. Reggie Gray, the fill-in head coach for this game, going over to the officials to have a quick question. Invaders, they're ready to go. They're already at the line. Reggie Gray taking his time as the play clock continues to run. Clock stops with a minute to play in the second half. Reese Van checks in as the tight end. Mustangs do not have a tight end touchdown with the O-lineman this season yet. Pena lines up in the shotgun. Caldwell is to his right. Everybody is to the near wall. 2 down motion receivers go. Caldwell with the draw, looking up the right side, and a wall instead is going to be brought up by Jameis Neal, making the tackle. And the clock continues to roll. Reggie Gray does have all 3 timeouts. He does not use one. 45 seconds and counting remaining in the first half. As the ball moves to the Invaders 9. Ball is at the left hash. Now it moves to the right hash. And Pena will line up in the shotgun. 8 seconds remaining on the play clock. Pena's going to line up under center, 19 seconds, and now Reggie Gray will use the timeout. Mustangs wanted to run a play to get the clock down. 19 seconds remaining in the first half. Ball stays at the right hash at the Invaders 9. With 19 seconds remaining, the Mustangs with the play off of the 1-minute warning. They took their time trying to get the next play off. But they had to use the timeout. They could not get the play off in time. Ball moves to the right hash. 19 seconds remaining in the half. Pena lines up in the shotgun. Caldwell is to his left. 2 down motion receivers to the far wall. Pena takes a snap, tosses it to Caldwell. Caldwell looking left. Tackled at the 5. 13 seconds remaining. Reggie Gray uses his second timeout.
Timeout. Mustangs, second timeout of the half.
Mustangs with 7 seconds taken off the clock, 12 seconds remaining. Each team has a timeout in the final 12 seconds of the first half. Mustangs back to their black home jerseys with yellow on the shoulders and yellow on the side of their pants. The Invaders with all gray jerseys with red numbering and also has their numbers on their shoulders as well. 12 seconds remaining. A 3rd and goal from the Invaders 6 on the way. Pena lines up in the shotgun. Caldwell is to his left. No one is at the far side. Everyone is at the near side. 2 down motion receivers to the far side. A receiver at the line there as well. Pena sends them in motion with Nandi Banks a key falling down.
93.
Looking to see what the call is.
Offsides, defense, number 93. Half the distance. 3rd down.
Another offsides against the Invaders. Ball moves to the Invaders 3. Mustangs still have a 3rd and goal with 12 seconds remaining in the first. Pena lines up in the shotgun. Caldwell is to his right. The down motion receivers go. Pena takes a snap. He looks to throw. He's in trouble. He rolls to the left. He looks to run for it. He's going to be near the goal line. It is very short. Reggie Gray uses his last timeout. Pena did not get there, just stuffed at the goal line, and the Mustangs will have a 4th and goal from the 1. With Reggie Gray using all 3 timeouts in the final minute of the first half. Mustangs already up big.
Reset the game clock to 6 seconds. Put 6 seconds on the clock.
6 seconds will be on the clock with a 4th and goal on the way from the Invaders 1. The Mustangs looking to extend their 26-0 lead. Pena's gonna line up under center. He will keep looking to push the pile. Oh, it is very close. And he's short. One second is on the clock. The Invaders did have a timeout.
First down, Fargo.
Nandi Banks-Akib is down for the Mustangs.
And we got an injury timeout.
So there's an injury timeout on the field. Cindy Jensen from Gillette Physical Therapy will go out to check on Nandi Banks-Akib, starting center for the Mustangs in this game with a second remaining, and the Invaders seems like they will have it, but they will need to go 49 yards. They are only going to have time to run one more play. They do have a timeout too if they would like to use him, but that would have to be before the play. So Nandi Banks-Akib is going to get some assistance going to the sideline. Getting an ovation from the crowd as well. So Darian McAllister will come onto the field to help him out. As the Mustangs come up short on the 4th and goal from the 1. They tried to sneak Pena. The Invaders will have it from the 5, however. They're only going to have time to run one more play before both teams head to the locker room. The Mustangs looking to keep the shutout alive. Still have a big lead, 26-0 is the score. Gamage will line up in the shotgun. Low snap, and it will be a handoff to Devaney, and Devaney goes up the right side, and he will be tackled to end the half. Garrett Pemberton makes the final tackle of the first half.
That's the end of the first half.
As the Mustangs will go into the locker room up 26-0 over the Fargo Invaders, and they will receive the football to start the second half, as we will have the Mustangs halftime show, I should say, coming up for you on 101.5 The Drive and the CIF network. We'll have to make sure to recap the first half of play here and also what is going on around the CIF. We will be back for the Mustangs halftime show on 101.5 The Drive and the CIF network. Mustangs receive the ball to start the second half as they are up 26-0 over the Fargo Invaders. Welcome back to 101.5 The Drive in the CIF Network, my friends, as we are currently at halftime at Spirit Hall with the Gillette Mustangs holding a 26-0 lead over the Fargo Invaders in the Mustangs non-league game for the 2023 season. We have some score updates for you from around the CIF. There are 3 CIF games tonight. Starting off with the Salina Liberty, they are taking on the Southwest Kansas Storm. Salina lead Southwest Kansas 38-22. They are in the fourth quarter right now. The Sioux City Bandits and the Topeka Tropics were tied with it being in the third quarter right now, but the Bandits just scored. The Bandits lead 32-21 over the Topeka Tropics. The Tropics have the ball right now. And we have halftime from Billings with Omaha leading Billings right now 21-6 as Omaha looks to be the lone undefeated team in the CIF. If that's where it would stand in Billings, Omaha would improve to 6-0 and they would still be in the driver's seat for the number 1 seed for the CIF playoffs, which are going to be here before we know it. We still have a month left of the CIF season. The first round of the playoffs will be on June 3rd. Semifinals on June 10th, and the CIF championship will be on June 17th. So the Mustangs will go into next week 5-1 in CIF play. As mentioned, this is an expedition game. The Mustangs will be on their way to Sioux City on Saturday night. It will be the final overnight trip for the Mustangs, and then after next weekend they will have one more game remaining on the road. That will be against the Billings Outlaws, as the Mustangs have 3 rematches in a row after the conclusion of this game. As mentioned, the Mustangs will be in Iowa. They will play the Sioux City Bandits on Saturday, and then they will be back home against the Rapid City Marshals on May 6th. And then they will be on the road against Billings on May 13th. The Mustangs have played all 3 of those teams already this year, and then the Mustangs will have their final bye week of the regular season, and they will be at home to close out the 2023 regular season against the Salina Liberty. And then they will head to the playoffs, whether they will have to play in the first round or if they will get a first round bye to the semifinals. We will have to see about that on how the rest of the games and the rest of the season play out. Now let's get you caught up on some first half statistics. We will start off with the visiting Fargo Invaders. Stats special thanks to Johnny Mickelson providing these stats. The Invaders 39 total plays on offense, only 32 passing yards, 4 completions on 17 attempts for the Invaders, 2 interceptions on the day, and only 7 rushing yards for the Invaders off of 14 attempts. They have 32 receiving yards, 4 catches for the Invaders, 4 penalties for 20 yards, 2 turnovers for the Invaders, and as mentioned, they have 2 interceptions. Sean Harper Jr. and Nolan Burnett with the interceptions for Gillette. There, 3 first downs for the Invaders, all in the air. 2 of 9 on third down conversions, and 0 for 4 on fourth down conversions for the Invaders. 21 total plays for the Mustangs on offense, 144 total yards, 91 passing yards. Mike Pena only with 1 incompletion on the night, 5 of 6. Mike Pena has 2 touchdown passes as well. 15 rushing attempts for the Mustangs, 53 rushing yards, 5 catches for the Mustangs, 91 receiving yards. No penalties for the Mustangs. They do have a fumble that they did lose early in the first. Mustangs have 10 first downs, 7 rushing, 3 passing, 2 for 3 on third downs. The Mustangs have not had a fourth down play yet. Now let's go to the individual statistics, starting with the 2 quarterbacks. Devontae Gamage, 4 of 17, 32 yards and 2 interceptions. Mike Pena, 5 of 6 on the night so far, 91 yards, 2 touchdown passes. Rushing for the Invaders, Leonte Baldwin with 9 attempts for 14 yards. Tim Devaney with 1 attempt for 5 yards. That ended the first half. Jalen Simply with 1 rushing attempt for -1 yards, and Devontae Gamage had a rushing attempt for -11 yards. Rushing for the Mustangs, Monolo Caldwell with 10 attempts, 27 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Rashad Ridley with 2 attempts for 19 yards, and Mike Pena with 3 rushing attempts for 7 yards. 3 catches, I should say, for Constant Jackson for the Invaders. He has 3 catches for 22 yards. Kevin Irby with a catch for 10 yards, and for the Mustangs, 1 catch for Ladarian McAllister for a touchdown, 1 catch for Karan Higgins for a touchdown. Rashad Ridley with a catch for 13 yards. Michael Cornelius Jr. with 2 catches for -1 yards. And Austin Neufeld with 2 extra points on the night for Gillette. And defensively, Cornell King with 3 tackles. Antonio Robinson with 3 tackles. These are for the Invaders. Cornelius Wallow with 2 tackles. Jameis Neal with 2 tackles. Travis Williams with 2 tackles. Tim Devney with a tackle and a half. Constant Jackson, Jalen Sibley, Derek Alexander have a tackle apiece, and Carnell Day has an assistance on a tackle. Now moving over to the Mustangs. 4.5 tackles for Devontae Wright, 1 sack for Wright. Garrett Pembleton with 4 tackles. Tony Peters with 4 tackles as well. Nolan Burnett with 3 tackles. He also has an interception. Ralph Turner with 2 tackles. He does have a sack in this game, as well as Isaiah McFarland with a tackle and a half. Sean Herbert Jr. with a tackle. He also has an interception as well that almost was a pick 6. Sean Herbert Jr. able to run it back 45 yards. Now Jay Bullock making his Mustangs debut. He has 1 tackle, and Hassan Neal Everidge with a tackle as well. Special thanks to Johnny Mickelson for providing those stats for us, for you on 101.5 The Drive and the CIF network. The Mustangs will receive the ball to start the second half as they look to extend their 26-0 lead over the Fargo Invaders. We will step aside for halftime to close out, and then we will be back with the start of the second half here on the CIF network and 101.5 The Drive, with the Mustangs holding a 26-0 lead over the Fargo Invaders. Welcome back to the CIF Network on YouTube and 101.5 The Drive, my friends, as we are gearing up for the start of the second half with the Gillette Mustangs taking on the Fargo Invaders for their lone non-league game of the 2023 season. And as we were talking about pregame, every CIF team is required to have 6 home games for the season. As a result, that is why every CIF team has played or will play one of these non-league games. The Mustangs will be playing theirs obviously tonight, and then there will be a few later on in the season for all of the other teams. We'll make sure to get you caught up with all those on the next media timeout that we have. So we're 20 seconds away from the start of the third quarter. The Mustangs looking to get a win here. And they do. They would go to 6-1 on the season as a whole, but they will stick to 5-1 in CIF play. Goals still the same, looking to go 1-0 every single week. And the Mustangs will have good field position. They will kick off. But the Mustangs will receive, I should say. It will be the Invaders who will be kicking off. The Invaders will be kicking off left to right. Mustangs receiving right to left. Rashad Rocket Ridley and Monolo Caldwell are back for the Mustangs. And the first kickoff return that the Mustangs will see in this game. Invaders have been shut out in the first half. Mustangs looking to extend their 26-0 lead with the final 30 minutes on the clock. Divide that, 15 minutes in the third, 15 in the fourth, as the second half will be beginning right now. Dominic Gosleon will kick it away with a holder. It's a Reed Podvin who will hold the ball for Gosleon, number 7. Kick it away, a nice kick that's gonna go to Caldwell. Caldwell has it at the 15, looking for some blockers, goes to the near wall as he dives up forward inside the 20. Good field position for the Mustangs to start the second half. They will have it in Invaders territory. Ball moves to the right hash. Mustangs have it at the Invaders 18. Mustangs 18 yards to go to try to punch this one into the end zone. Mustangs up by 3 possessions with the CIF rules, 26-0. Mustangs will get the second half party started on offense. Mustangs working right to left. Pena lines up in the shotgun. Caldwell is offset to the left. One down motion receiver each way. Pena takes a snap, and Anderson will turn around and receive. And Anderson with his first catch of the night as he gets up to the 15. Around a gain of 3 for Arthur Anderson from the wide receiver screen from the near wall. And they will mark it as the 16 for just a gain of 2 for Arthur Anderson, a 2nd and 8. Pena will line up in the shotgun. Ball's at the left hash. Caldwell is offset to the right. One down motion receiver each way. Cornelius Jr. is at the line. And it will be a design run. Pena keeps as Pena gets up to the 14, tackled at the right hash. Cornelius Wallow making the tackle for the Invaders. It's going to bring up a third down for the first offensive drive for either team to start off the third quarter. And it belongs to the Mustangs as they have a 3rd and 5 from the Invaders 13. Pena lines up in the shotgun. Caldwell is to his left. One down motion receiver each way. Cornelius Jr. is at the line. Low snap. Pena takes it. He fires it. It's caught by Cornelius Jr. Looking inside the 5 as the tackle is made by Carnell Day. But it's good enough to move the chains for another Mustangs first down. Ball moves inside the 5. Mustangs will have it at the Invaders 4. About to pass the 2-minute mark of the third quarter for this opening drive for the Mustangs to begin the second half. Pena lines up in an empty shotgun. Down motion receiver each way as Caldwell will, no, it's going to be Pena faking. Pena faked it to Caldwell to the near wall as Pena dives forward near the 4 and doesn't gain much. If any, he gains nothing. The ball stays at the 4 on a 2nd and goal for Gillette with a fake as Caldwell came in down motion. And Pena kept it. And now Pena will line up in the shotgun. Caldwell is to his left, 2 down motion receivers at the near wall. It's Anderson and McAllister. Caldwell will get the call, jumps his way inside the 5. He is down at the 1. And Caldwell Jr. just inching the end zone. Wallow makes the final blow to keep Caldwell out of the end zone. It's going to break up a 3rd and goal for the Mustangs at the 1. Same story with the Mustangs ending the second half. Pena's going to line up under center. Caldwell is in the backfield, and they'll try the quarterback sneak to Pena again with a push from Caldwell. Does he get past the goal line? Waiting for a signal. Jacob Ungru says they have it. He's not going to have it. He's short again. Mike Pena with a quarterback sneak on a 3rd and goal, and the Mustangs once again come up short at the 1. Mustangs came up short on a 3rd and a 4th and goal from the Invaders 1 to end the first half, and now they have the same scenario to open the second half. 4th and goal. Pena is going to line up under center again. Caldwell is short in the backfield, and Pena, they'll try it again, and Pena stuffing towards the goal line, and he gets in this time. Touchdown, Gillette. Mike Pena with his 5th rushing touchdown of the season, and it's an opening drive touchdown for Gillette to start the second half. Mustangs now up by 4 possessions as they lead it 32-0. And Austin Newfield will line up to kick the extra point. Pena is the holder. Good snap, good hold. Newfield sends it away. It's right through the pipes. And the Mustangs have a 33-0 lead over the Fargo Invaders. An opening drive touchdown, rushing touchdown for Mike Pena. Mike Pena finally gets it in after 4 attempts at the 1 for the Mustangs. Gillette had it at the Invaders 1 to end the first half. They had a 3rd and goal from the 1, didn't get in. They tried it again with a 4th and goal from the 1, and the Mustangs were unsuccessful on both tries. And the Mustangs have a 4th and goal to open the second half, and Mike Pena is able to get it in on the quarterback sneak from under center. Newfield will come back on to kick it away. The Invaders will be working left to right. Mustangs kicking off right to left with 10:36 remaining in the 3rd. Newfield kicking it away from the far wall. The Invaders sending some players up to the line, anticipating perhaps an onside kick from Newfield. Gets it away just in time, and he will send it deep. It goes into the back of the end zone. It bounced in the end zone. Constant Jackson could not get it cleanly. With a hard kick by Austin Newfield. See where they will put the ball. As it went into the back of the end zone, I think Austin Newfield was hoping it would have stayed. If that would have stayed at the wall, if it would have bounced the wall and stayed in the end zone, it would have been a live ball. Since it went into the back of the end zone, the Invaders will have to start this drive from their own 5. Ball is planted at the right hash. Invaders working left to right with 10:33 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Mustangs lead 33-0. First offensive drive of the second half on the way for the Invaders. Gamage will line up under center. Leanti Baldwin is to his left. Invaders starting at their own 5. Gamage takes a snap. He looks to throw. It is incomplete. It was on the ground. The intended receiver. It was number 25 for the Invaders. It was Brandon Jones, the backup quarterback, with the attempted catch there. Gamage will line up in the shotgun once again on a 2nd and 10 from their own 5. Baldwin is to his left, 2 down motion receivers go. Gamage takes a step. He tried to get it to Jones again. Pass is incomplete to the far wall. Jones would have had it around the 10. He would have been 5 yards short of the first down as the Invaders will have a 3rd and 10 from their own 5 on the way. Mustangs on defense for the first time in this half, looking to get off the field and have their offense jump up the lead. Gamage lines up in the shotgun. Baldwin is to his left. Down motion receivers go. Gamage takes a snap. He looks to throw. He fires, and it's caught. A low catch by Constant Jackson, who has it at the 20, and he gets down right in between the 20 and the 25 at the near wall. And it is ruled a completion. It was a low throw that was caught by Constant Jackson. 3rd and 10 conversion for the Invaders from their own 5. As they get it up 17 yards. They have it at the Mustangs 20, at the Invaders 22, I should say. Gamage lines up in the shotgun. Baldwin is to his left. Down motion receivers go. And Baldwin will get the call up the gut, wrapped up with a present. Tony Peters with the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Substitutions coming on for the Invaders with the wall coming apart from Spirit Hall near the Invaders bench. Spirit Hall home of the Gillette Wild hockey benches for both teams. 2nd and 13, a loss of 3. Gamage lines up in the shotgun. There's a running back to his left. Down motion receivers go. Gamage takes a snap. He fires it quickly. It's caught across midfield by Constant Jackson. Neil Everidgen makes the tackle. Gain of around 7 for Fargo. Ball moves to the left hash in the Mustangs territory at their 23. It's going to bring up around a 3rd and 5. Will be listed officially as a 3rd and 5 for the Invaders. Invaders already with a 3rd down conversion on this drive. Gamage lines up in the shotgun. There's a running back to his left. Gamage takes a snap. He wants to throw. He fires it. He slings it into Brandon Jones, who has the catch near the first down. Nolan Burnett looks to keep him down, and the ball comes out at the end. Down by contact is Brandon Jones, listed as the backup QB. He's also listed as the offensive coordinator for the Invaders. And another 3rd down conversion for a 1st down for the Invaders on this drive. They have 2. Get it there on a 3rd and 5. Their first 3rd down conversion was from a 3rd and 10. They have it at the Mustang 16. Ball is at the right hash. Gamage lines up in the shotgun. Devaney is to his left. Down motion receiver each way. There's a receiver at the line at the far wall. Gamage, low snap. He has to pick it up. Looks to fire it, and he gets it away. Pass is incomplete. Sipley was the intended receiver. Isaiah McFarland was on coverage. Another incompletion on this drive for the Invaders. 2nd and 10 on the way with a low snap. Gamage just had to throw that away. He tried to get it into a tight window. The Jaylon Sipley. Ball stays at the right hash at the Mustang 16. Gamage will line up in the shotgun. Devaney is to his left. They're at the 20, 2 down motion receivers. In motion, Gamage takes a snap. He fires it to the middle of the field. It's incomplete again. Sipley was the intended receiver. Isaiah McFarland covering him again. The 2nd incompletion in a row for Gamage. A 3rd and 10 coming up for the Invaders. The 3rd down attempt for Fargo on this drive. They have 2 conversions already, and the first conversion was from a 3rd and 10, which is where it is right now. Ball was at the right hash at the Mustang 16. Fargo looking to keep this drive alive, and no doubt they are going to be in 4-down territory. Gamage lines up in the shotgun. Devaney is to his left. 1 down motion receiver each way. Gamage takes a snap. He looks to throw. He's going to fire it, and it is incomplete. Isaiah McFarland with the breakup. It was at the middle of the field. Sipley was looking for it at the 10. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 10. Fargo has not converted a 4th down in this game so far. They need to come up with one here if they want to stay alive in this game. They're down 33-0 with 4:40 and counting left in the 3rd. Ball stays at the right hash. Gamage lines up in the shotgun. Devaney is to his left. The down motion receivers go to the far wall. Gamage wants to throw. He's going to fire it towards the end zone. Sean Harper Jr. has it again, and he's going to try to run with it with the convoys. He slips at the 20. Sean Harper Jr. with his 2nd interception of the ball game, and the Mustangs get it back. Sean Harper Jr. delivering it to some youngsters.
Media! Media timeout!
We have media timeout with the Mustangs going back
Media!
on offense. They will get the ball around their own 20. With Sean Harper Jr. coming up with his 2nd interception of the day, his 2nd in a row, as well as he tried to get a run back on his 1st interception. He had a run back of around 45 yards. He gets around 20 yards, and Sean Harper Jr. picks it off in the end zone, in the same end zone at the right side from our vantage point here at Spirit Hall. Sean Harper Jr. also coming up with his 2nd interception of the game. That's the 2nd time in a row Sean Harper Jr. has had 2 INTs in a game. He had 2 in the Mustangs opening game against the Southwest Kansas Storm. He also had 1 against Rapid City, and he had another one against Billings. As mentioned throughout the broadcast, this is an expedition game for the Mustangs. Every CIF team has played or will play one of these expedition games. Omaha had their expedition game against the Omaha Stockmen. Omaha winning 71-0. Sioux City having their expedition game against the Tri-State Tridents. They won that game 60-9. The Topeka Tropics, they played the Arlington Longhorns. They won that game 61-24. Southwest Kansas playing the Longhorns as well earlier on in the year. Southwest Kansas winning that game 33-14. And there were 2 teams left that still need to play their non-league games. Salina, they will have their non-league game on April 29th against the Queen City Asylum, and the Billings Outlaws will play these Fargo Invaders on May 25th, and the Invaders also played the Rapid City Marshals. Marshals won that game 67-21. Play resumes off of the immediate timeout with 4:22 remaining in the 3rd. Pena lines up in the shotgun. He takes a snap. He looks to throw. He's not going to get the ball off. He is sacked. A big sack made. It's going to go to Tuvalu Melli, who was listed as an O-lineman, getting some time on the defensive front. It's going to move the ball back to the Mustangs 6. A loss of 9. Mike Pena gets sacked. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 19 for the Mustangs. Pena lines up with an empty shotgun. He takes a snap as he looks to get it off. He has it to Michael Cornelius. And Michael Cornelius Jr. with a high catch with some extracurricular activities after the play. Michael Cornelius Jr. with a high catch from Mike Pena. He was able to get it cleanly as the Mustangs get all the yards back that they lost off of the sack. Going to bring around a 3rd. It will be a 3rd and 10 for the Mustangs. A gain of 9 on the high catch. The Zeus was with Michael Cornelius Jr. there. Mike Pena, he lines up in the shotgun. Rashad Ridley is the running back to his left. 2 down motion receivers in motion to the far wall. Pena takes a snap. He looks to throw. He has all kinds of time. He fires it over the middle to a wide open man. It is Ladarian McAllister into Fargo territory. He has it at the 15. A 3rd and 10 conversion for the Mustangs as they get it in the Invaders territory. Mustangs have it at the Invaders 15. Run a 30-yard pass by Mike Pena there. As the Mustangs continue to move the chains up 33-0. Good for the Mustangs to maybe try to get a shutout. It's in order right now. Pena lines up in the shotgun, and it's going to be Ridley getting the handoff. Ridley using his speed up the right side. He is tackled at the 5, a 10-yard run for Rashad Rocket Ridley. Boy, he's a rocket to say the least. Ridley, he will go off the field. Monolo Caldwell have to take his place. Getting some help from Ezekiel Williams, who is inactive tonight for the Mustangs. Short of the first down, a 2nd and 1 on the way from the Invaders 6. Pena lines up in the shotgun. Caldwell is to his left. Caldwell's going to get the toss to the left side. Caldwell, he is going to be denied of the end zone. But it is good enough to move the sticks for the Mustangs' first down. Monolo Caldwell looking for his 3rd touchdown of the day. He has 2 rushing already. Monolo Caldwell looking for his 4th touchdown of the season. He had a receiving touchdown against Topeka last week. Ball moves to the Invaders 2. 1st and goal on the way for Gillette. Pena is going to line up under center. Caldwell is in the backfield. Trips to the far side. Pena's going to send a receiver in down motion, but flags everywhere with the nose for the Invaders jumping. It's going to be Melly.
Okay.
Here's the call.
Snap infraction on the offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
How about that? I stand corrected from referee Lewis Young. A snap infraction against the Mustangs. Mustangs will still have a 1st and goal, but it moves back to the Invaders 7. Thought the nose jumped. Well, I was wrong. Ball stays at the left hash with 55 seconds remaining in the 3rd. Mustangs knocking on the door, looking to extend their 33-0 lead. Pena lines up under center. Caldwell is in the backfield. He takes the snap, he looks to throw it towards the end zone, and Seuss was not on the side of Michael Cornelius Jr. as he tried to get a high catch near the far corner of the end zone. Mustangs will go back to the huddle, facing a 2nd and goal from the Invaders 7. 20 seconds remaining in the 3rd. See if the Mustangs will try to get a play off so the official moves the ball to the left hash. Pena will line up in the shotgun. Caldwell is to his left. A receiver deep in down motion. It's Arthur Anderson. Pena sends him, and he'll look to throw. He has a man in the end zone, and it is nearly intercepted. Michael Cornelius Jr. was wide open. That's going to end the quarter. And an interception almost for Fargo. Cornell King almost came up with it. As we will head to the 4th with the Mustangs facing a 3rd and 7 from the goal line. They will have a 3rd and goal from the Invaders 7 as we head to the 4th with the Mustangs up 33-0. We'll be back on 101.5 The Drive and the CIF Network. Welcome back to 101.5 The Drive, my friends, and the CIF Network, as we are heading to the 4th with the Mustangs looking to go 1-0 in their non-league game against the Fargo Invaders. They lead at 33-0 as we head to the 4th quarter. Mustangs will have it with a 3rd and goal from the Invaders 7. Mustangs come back onto the field, changing the O-line. Namdi Banks a key. He had to leave the game. Ralph Turner is taking over as the right guard. Pena's gonna line up in the shotgun. Down motion receivers go, and Caldwell's gonna get the carry. Caldwell looking to squeeze his way towards the end zone. Down at the 1 again, and the Mustangs will have a 4th and goal again from the 1. Monolo Caldwell denied of having his 3rd touchdown of the ball game as he took it up the near wall just short. And a 4th and goal once again for the Mustangs at the 1. This is the 3rd time the Mustangs are dealing with a 4th and goal from the 1. 1 for 2 on the attempts. Pena, he is going to line up under center. Nobody is in the backfield. He sends the down motion receivers. Flags everywhere. Flag was thrown at the near wall. It was thrown by the line judge, Lou Jenkins.
No flag on the play. Here we go.
So no flag, and the 4th and goal from the 1 will continue. No one was in the backfield. If Pena would have tried the quarterback sneak, he just would have had to rely on the O-line. There was a receiver coming in from down motion. Pena will line up under center. Caldwell is in the backfield. 2 down motion receivers at the far wall. Pena's going to go up to the shotgun instead. He'll take the snap. He's going to toss it to Caldwell, who loses the ball at the goal line. And it's another turnover for the Mustangs. The Invaders have it. Monolo Caldwell. And when tossing to him, as he tried to get it in up the left side.
Really on the field, he's short of the goal line. First down, Fargo.
He would have been short anyway, as the Mustangs once again cannot come up with a 4th and goal from the 1. The Invaders will have it at their 5. 4:17 remaining in the 3rd. The Invaders down by 4 possessions, looking to try to stay alive in this game and just to look to avoid getting shut out. Gamage will line up in the shotgun. Kevin Irby is to his left, right at the goal line. Gamage takes a snap, incomplete. Tried to get it to Brandon Jones. Now it's rapid fire, to say the least, as Gamage threw it right when he took the snap. Tried to get it to Brandon Jones in the middle of the field, near the 5. An incompletion brings up a 2nd and 10 with Brent Taylor, the fill-in defensive coordinator for the Mustangs, looking on. And Brent, a local to Gillette, a teacher, an English teacher at Thunder Basin, just moved here from Arkansas. Gamage lines up in the shotgun. He takes a snap and he's going to fire it, and it will be complete to Brandon Jones at the 10. Nolan Burnett saying it was incomplete, but the officials say otherwise. A gain of 5 through the air for the Invaders. He'll bring up a 3rd and 5 from their own 10. Gamage will line up in the shotgun as the O-line will head to the football. Irby is to his left, a down motion receiver each way. Gamage takes a snap, he's in trouble, he rolls to the left, he looks to get the first down with his legs, and he does. Tackle near the 20 from behind. Bullock and Pebbleton come up to make the double tackle, and it's going to move the sticks again for an Invaders first down. They mark it at the left hash at the Invaders 18. Mustangs looking to keep the shutout alive. Gamage lines up in the shotgun. He takes a snap, and it's going to be a call to Irby, but Irby's going to get tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. Devontae Wright, Tony Peters with assistance on the tackle, as the front for the Mustangs go unblocked. It's going to be a loss of 1 officially, a 2nd and 11. Ball still at the left hash. from the Invaders, 17. Damage lines up in the shotgun. Irby is to his left. Down motion receiver, one each way outside the numbers. Damage looks to throw. He rolls to the right. He fires it incomplete. Garrett Pendleton batting it out of the air. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 11 for the Invaders. The Invaders with a 3rd down conversion on this drive already. With 11:40 remaining in this ball game. Mustangs up 33-0. The Invaders looking to avoid being shut out. They do have some work to do. They still are on their side of the field as the officials move it to the left hash. Invaders have it at their own 17. They go back to the line with a 3rd and 11. Gamage lines up in the shotgun. Irby is to his left. One down motion receiver each way. Gamage is going to send them, and he'll look to throw. Looking from the 10. He's in trouble. Jay Bullock brings him down. Welcome to the Mustangs, Jay Bullock. He has his first sack as a member of the Mustangs to bring up 4th down. Jay Bullock making his Mustangs debut. He was signed to the team 5 days ago. It's going to bring up a 4th and 19, a loss of 8. And Isaiah McFarland up in a fan at the sidelines, picking up his phone. Defense is being sounded on the speakers, and the Mustangs are joining them, looking to get this crowd hyped up. 10:30 remaining, a 4th and 19 on the way for the Invaders. And Devontae Gamage wants a timeout. Time was running out. With this crowd getting into the ears of the Invaders, Gamage doesn't have a timeout. They don't give it to him. Gamage will line up in the shotgun on a 4th and 19. He's at his own 5. Sends it down motion, receivers in motion. Gamage takes a snap, he looks to throw. He's just going to fire this one deep, and it's intercepted. Interception number 3 for Sean Harper Jr. with some blockers. A block by Isaiah McFarland. He is near the goal line. A flag is down near where Sean Harper Jr. picked the ball off. Sean Harper Jr. at the moment with his 3rd INT on the day, but we will check the flag. And he was just short of the goal line.
Pass interference on the defense. 15 yards. First down.
That will wipe away the interception by Sean Harper Jr. He still has 2 interceptions, but he just misses out on his 3rd. It's going to be a pass interference against the Mustangs. They didn't give a number on who it was against. And the Invaders have a free first down on a 4th and 19. The Mustangs, who have been playing relatively clean, will come up with an unfortunate penalty there. See where they move the ball. It was a 15-yard penalty, and the Invaders will still have it on their side. Will be moved up to the Invaders' 22. And that's where Fargo will have it on a 1st and 10. The clock stops with 10:08 remaining in this game. Mustangs lead 33-0. The Invaders looking to at least get some points until they go back to Fargo. Gamage lines up in the shotgun. Irby's to his left. He takes a snap. He looks to throw. He's going to fire it to Constant Jackson. Tackle made by Hassan Neil Evergen with some chirping after the play. A gain of around 3. Constant Jackson. See where they move the ball, as it seems it's going to go into Mustangs territory. And they're going to move it up to the Mustangs 22. It's going to bring up around a 2nd and 6 for the Invaders. Gamage takes the snap. Irby is to his left. Gamage looks to throw. He's going to fire it. It's going to be up in the air, and Nolan Burnett almost had the pick. It was bobbled in the air. The intended receiver was Cornell King, and Nolan Burnett almost had his 2nd interception of the night. An incompletion brings up a 3rd and 6 for the Invaders. Triple digits are on the clock now, 9 minutes remaining in this game. 3rd and 6 on the way for the Invaders. already have a 4th down conversion on this drive off of a pass interference against the Mustangs. Looking to come up with a play here is Gamage. He's looking to take the snaps, telling the down motion receivers to stay. They go now. Gamage takes a snap now. He looks to throw. He's going to be sacked. Devontae Wright brings him down, and it's going to be a 4th and long again for the Invaders. Devontae Wright with another sack in this game. It's going to move the ball back to the Invaders' side of the field. It's going to be around a 4th and 11 from the Invaders' 23. As mentioned, the Invaders already with a 4th down conversion on this drive because of a pass interference against the Mustangs. And Brandon Jones, he's going to be quarterback. Sends the down motion receivers to the far wall. Brandon Jones, low snap, he takes it. He looks to throw, and he's going to be sacked instead. Garrett Pendleton looking to bring him down, and the officials blow the play dead. Garrett Pendleton escaped the line, and he went up into Brandon Jones right away. No, the signal for Garrett Pendleton in the middle of the field, and the Mustangs take over with 7:37 remaining. And Garrett Pendleton separating himself as one of the top defensive players in the CIF. 34 tackles coming into this game, 2nd in the CIF. 7:37 remaining in this game. The Mustangs looking to go to 1-0 and a shutout to boot. They have control of the ball with Pena lining up in the shotgun. Caldwell was to his left. Ball was at the Invaders' 18. Pena takes the snap. Caldwell's going to get the call up the left side with some blockers. He goes to the right side of the field, and he will score. Touchdown, Gillette. Monolo Caldwell with his 3rd touchdown of the night, and the Mustangs lead 39-0. Four touchdowns on the year for Monolo Caldwell. He had a receiving touchdown last week against Topeka. He has 3 touchdowns today. A rushing touchdown for Monolo Caldwell as he went up to the left side, and he saw some daylight to the right side. He takes it in as Newfield lines up to kick the extra point. It would make it a 40-0 game right through the netting, and the Mustangs do lead 40-0 with 6:48 remaining in this game. Mustangs on fire to say the least tonight. Rapid City, who has not won a game yet in CIF play, defeated this team 67-21 as the CIF and all the non-league games, every CIF team.
We'll take a timeout.
We'll have a media timeout.
We'll take a timeout.
We'll have a media timeout.
Take a timeout.
The final timeout, it seems, in this game, and that is going to give us perfect time to check up on some out-of-town scores around the CIF. And it seems more than ever, Omaha maybe going to 6-0. They have a 37-12 lead over the Billings Outlaws with 7:43 remaining. If that score would stay, Omaha would be 6-0, and the Outlaws would fall to 2-4. The first game of the day, because of the time difference, was Salina against Southwest Kansas. Seems that game has gone to a conclusion. Looking to see who is victorious there, as it is Salina winning 45-38 as the Mustangs kick this one away. Constant Jackson has it. Jackson looking for some space to the near wall. He is still on his feet. Nolan Burnett brings him down, and Ralph Turner with some assistance as well, with 6:35 remaining in the 4th. And it is Salina getting a 45-38 win over Southwest Kansas. Really close there. And there's a close one right now in Sioux City. Sioux City leading Topeka 45-36. We'll have to make sure to watch out for that game, as our night is about to be closing down real soon. The Mustangs with a 4-possession lead. They lead it 40-0 with 6:35 remaining in this ball game. Fargo has it. They will be working right to left. The Mustangs left to right. Brandon Jones was the last QB to take a snap for the Invaders. Gamage is not in the game. Brandon Jones, he'll take the snap with some miscommunication as Sipley comes on to the field late. Ball is at the Invaders 21. Jones lines up in the shotgun. Baldwin is to his left. Two down motion receivers go. Jones takes a snap. He looks to throw. Now he looks to run with it with a flag on the field. Garrett Hamilton brings him down. It was a high tackle. Ralph Turner with some assistance as well. We'll have to check the flag. The flag was thrown and Garrett Hamilton began the high wrap on Jones. Garrett Hamilton with a sack already on Jones on the last offensive possession for the Invaders, and we'll check the flag. The official was just about to say it. Now we'll see what it is.
Face mask. Defense. 15-yard penalty, first down.
And it will be a face mask against Garrett Hamilton when the flag was thrown. Didn't want to speculate, but had a feeling that is what the call was as the Invaders move into Mustangs territory. It's at the left hash at the Mustangs 21. Jones will line up in the shotgun. Baldwin is offset to the left. The down motion receivers go at the far wall, and they went too early. Jones not taking the snap. Miscommunication between Jones and the center.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, first down.
As the center looks like his Invaders team president, Clyde Bryant, who was not dressed in the first half. Went into the locker room and he dressed. Ball moves back into Invaders territory. It's at the 24. Jones will line up in the shotgun. The down motion receivers go. Jones takes a snap. He fires it for the first time today. Oh, and it is caught. It is caught by Cornell King. He is tackled inside the 10 at the 6 into a tight window, and the Invaders have it again inside the 10. The Invaders looking to go back to Fargo with at least one touchdown to their name. They have been shut out with the Mustangs leading at 40-0 right now. Jones will line up in the shotgun. Baldwin is to his left. The down motion receivers go. Baldwin will get the call, and Tony Peters wrapping him up. He's still on his feet, and Tony Peters looking to bring him down. Garrett Hamilton with some assistance, but the whistle was already blown dead. Tony Peters having himself a game, to say the least, here tonight. Ball moves to the Invaders 9. Second and goal from the Mustangs 9 on the way for Fargo. Brandon Jones will line up in the shotgun. Baldwin is to his left. Two down motion receivers to the far wall. Jones takes a snap. He looks to run with it right up the gut. Neil Everidge looking to bring him down with some assistance by Bullock at the 5. Third and goal on the way for the Invaders. Fargo looking for their first touchdown of the game with 4:30 remaining. Ball moves to the right hash at the 3. The Invaders will have 2 chances to try to get their first touchdown of the game. And if they don't get it in, time may potentially run out. 4:05 remaining in this game. Jones lines up in the shotgun. Baldwin is to his left. Jones looks to run with it. Jones is going to be wrapped up again by Tony Peters. What a defensive stance by Tony Peters. One of the returners from this team 1 year ago makes the tackle, a gain of nothing for Jones as they tried a quarterback run from the shotgun. And the ball moves to the right hash at the Invaders 3. This may potentially be the last chance for the Invaders to try to get a touchdown tonight. Jones is going to line up in the shotgun. 3:20 remaining in the fourth. Bodwin is to his left. Jones takes a snap. He looks at he fires it towards the end zone. It is batted away. Neil Everton with the breakup in the middle of the end zone. And the Mustangs take over. Neil Everton having himself a game as well. Just his second game in a Mustangs uniform. 3:12 remaining in this game. That may have been the last chance for the Invaders to try to get a score. There's still some time left. We'll just have to see what the Mustangs do on offense. They will be working left to right. Ball's at the right hash at the 5. Pena will line up in the shotgun. Caldwell was to his right. They're right at the goal line. The down motion receiver goes. Wide receiver screen to Cornelius Jr. Looking for some space. He has room. Acceleration inside the 20. He's going to score a touchdown! Michael Cornelius Jr. with his 4th touchdown on the year. A wide receiver screen that went 45 yards. And the Mustangs lead 46-0. A simple wide receiver screen explodes into a touchdown. Austin Newfield will line up to kick the extra point, looking to make it a 47-0 game. Good snap, good hold, kick on the way, and he misses it wide to the left. Mustangs still with a more than comfortable lead. 46-0 is the score with 2:59 remaining in this ball game. So there still may be some time for the Invaders to try to at least get a score before they head back to North Dakota. Looking to see some more out of town scores. Omaha still leads Billings 37-12. Looking to see if the Sioux City game is still going against the Topeka Tropics. Sioux City leads 45-36 at the moment. But Topeka, they're knocking on the door. They have the ball. As that game is winding down, as Topeka, if you watched the game last week, they were here and they put up a dogfight to say the least, as Topeka is still trying to get their first ever win in CIF play. Invaders will receive right to left. Newfield kicks it away. It bounces in the middle of the field. It goes over the head of King as Constant Jackson picks it up in the end zone, and he just gets it out, and he has some room to the 15. Newfield can't bring him down as he goes to the wall. Well, Newfield with a touchdown-saving tackle. Newfield tackles him at the far wall right in front of the Invaders bench. 2:48 remaining. Darian McAllister slow to get up. Not putting any weight on his left ankle. The Invaders still looking for their first touchdown of the game, with the Mustangs leading at 46-0. 2:48 is on the clock. It's Brandon Jones who's been the quarterback for Fargo in the 4th. Jones is still at QB. Tim Devaney is to his right. One down motion receiver. It's Cornell King to the near wall. And now he will go in motion. Jones takes the snap, and it's going to be a handoff to Devaney. Devaney with a huge tackle by Isaiah McFarland at the 20. Tim Devaney with a gain of around 4 or 5 yards. Isaiah McFarland with a hit stick tackle. See where they mark the ball. They mark it at the left hash at the Invaders 19. A gain of 2 for Tim Devaney. Jones lines up in the shotgun. Devaney is to his right. One down motion receiver to the near wall. Two receivers, one each way at the line. Jones takes a snap, and it's going to be a handoff with a push tackle that was brought on by Caleb Lowry. Short of the first down, Tim Devaney getting the ball. There was a receiver that came in down motion for Fargo. It's going to bring up a third down around a 3rd and 4 at the Mustangs. Near midfield, they're at the Mustangs logo. Invaders have it at their own 23. Jones lines up in the shotgun. There's a running back to his right. King's going to come near the box. Jones, he wants to throw. He's going to fire it long, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown, Fargo! Dre Rivers gets the Invaders on the board with 1:25 remaining in the game. And the shutout off the board for the Mustangs. They still lead by 40. We'll see what the Invaders decide to do on the extra point. The ball is marked in the middle of the hashes at the 2. If that's the case, the Invaders will just go for 2. They've only had one kickoff in this game. They'll have another one. The Invaders will go for 3. Ball moves to the right hash of the 5. And a throw by Brandon Jones that for around a 30-yard touchdown. Jones, he'll line up in the shotgun. He has a running back to his right, a down motion receiver each way. Jones sends them, and he'll look to throw on the 3-point attempt. Jones looking for an option as he fires it towards the back of the end zone. It's caught. The 3-point conversion counts for the Invaders. Constant Jackson with the catch in the end zone. Mustangs still hold a 46-9 lead. What good momentum for the Invaders, knowing that they are going to go back to Fargo, not being shut out. It's the Invaders. They will be back in action next Saturday against the Rapid City War Eagles. They will begin conference play in their league, in the Southern Plains Football League. They will be back in action next Saturday. They will be at home. 1:17 remaining in this game. See what the Mustangs decide to do. They will most likely hold the ball. So they will go to 6-1 overall on the season with a win here. This will only be the second kick of the game for Fargo. It's Dominic Gosleon kicked it off to open the second half, and he will have another kickoff here to end the game. Rashad Ridley is back for the Mustangs. They will receive left to right as it goes to Michael Cornelius Jr. It goes out of bounds near midfield. So we'll see where the ball will be marked. Ball went out of bounds. 1:14 remaining. Fargo does have all 3 timeouts. The Mustangs have all 3 timeouts too. The ball went to the near wall, near some of the fans who had to duck out of the way. And the ball will be placed at the 25. And Mike Pena stay in the game for the final 1:14. He will come back into the huddle. See what the Mustangs decide to do to end this one. Mustangs are going to go to bed tonight with a win. Pena lines up in the shotgun. Caldwell is to his left. And Ridley is now, Pena's going to get it. Oh, he has some speed with a convoy. He's tackled at the 10. Mike Pena faked it to Rashad Ridley. A first down run, a 15-yard run for Mike Pena as he gets it near the 10. That's where they will mark the ball at the left hash with the 60-second warning on the clock.
This is the 1-minute warning.
1 minute warning.
1 minute warning.
1 minute warning on the clock for the Mustangs as they will return the CIF play in Iowa next week. against the Sioux City Bandits, a team that they already played. And let's see what the final score is from Topeka. And Sioux City defeats Topeka 45-36. We will have to make sure to talk about this more on the Mustangs postgame show. But the Mustangs and Sioux City will go into their game next week with the same record. They both will be 5-1. Pena's going to line up in the shotgun. Caldwell was to his left. Caldwell's going to get the carry up the middle of the field, chugging his way near the end zone. He's down at the 2. And the clock continues to roll down as the Mustangs, they want 50. Mustangs are going to be well short of the most points scored. They had 73 in their win against Billings. As Pena, he will keep it, looking to get his way near the goal line. He's in. And Mike Pena has another touchdown on the day. That's his second rushing touchdown for the QB in the black and the gold, and the Mustangs put the cherry on top in this game as they lead at 52-9 pending the extra point. As Austin Newfield will line up to kick the extra point. Good step, good hold. The kick is on the way, and it goes through with... Oh no, it's no good. It completely missed the netting, which, well, from my vantage point, looked like it was good. But I know I wasn't crazy because a fan caught it in the stands. Nonetheless, the Mustangs still lead 52-9 with 32 seconds remaining. So Sioux City defeats Topeka tonight. Salina defeating Southwest Kansas. We'll have to make sure to get you caught up on everything in the CIF tonight on the Mustangs postgame show, which will be coming up next on 101.5 The Drive and the CIF network. There's still only one game left, and that is Omaha against the Billings Outlaws, as it seems more than ever that Omaha, they win at 45-12, and that's the final from Billings. Omaha remains undefeated. They go to 6-0 in CIF play, and they still are in the driver's seat for the #1 seed in the CIF playoffs. Austin Newfield will kick this one away as it goes into the back of the end zone. Constant Jackson has to pick it up, and it goes into the back of the end zone. Nice kick by Austin Newfield. 32 seconds remaining. Invaders getting their first touchdown of the game, and they also got a 3-point conversion to make it 52-9. That's the score right now. Mustangs respond with a touchdown after that with now 32 seconds remaining. Let's see what Fargo will do. Since pending an interception, Fargo will have the ball to close the game out. As the CIF as a whole will remain undefeated on the non-league games. Mustangs with their non-league game here are going to win. The score is 52-9 with 32 seconds remaining. Brandon Jones, he will line up in the shotgun. Leandy Baldwin is to his left. The down motion receiver at the goal line at the near wall. It's Constant Jackson. Jones, he is looking to run with it. And Jones, near the 5, still on his feet. And the whistles blow with him being slammed near the goal line. Devontae Wright with the final slam. Clock is going to go down. Invaders have 3 timeouts remaining, but they're not going to use them. Invaders are in the huddle. They're going to have 9 seconds to run a play. 5 on the clock. And the Invaders will elect not to run a play, and the Mustangs win. They win their non-league game against the Fargo Invaders, 52-9, the final from Spirit Hall. Mustangs move to 6-1 in overall play on the season. The Invaders, with a good stance, not being shut out, they got a touchdown in the final 2 minutes of the ball game. But it's the Mustangs who dominate this game from start to finish as they win 52-9. Make sure to wrap up this game for you coming up. We will be back on the CIF Network and 101.5 The Drive as the Mustangs win it 52-9. We'll have the Mustangs postgame show coming up when we come back on the CIF Network and on 101.5 The Drive.